into the camera, but angling.
Notes
Cool.
right now. So your first thing, I'm going to just say your name and spell it for me.
My name is Mark, M-A-R-K. Last name is Pellon, P-E-L-L-O-N. My rank is Chief Warrant Officer 2.
Perfect. And so you're going to have a conversation with Jay. You're never going to look at camera, just look at him.
You got it.
Like having casual conversation. If he asks you a question like, what is your favorite color? You're going to repeat with the question saying, my favorite color is blue.
Sounds good.
All right. Awesome. And let's go. All right, we are ready.
So, can you start by giving us a little background of your band?
Sure. So a little background about the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing Band. We're stationed here in beautiful San Diego at Marine Corps Air Station Miramar. The band is comprised of about 50 to 52 musicians, depending on the season. And traditionally, we are going to support with a ceremonial ensemble outdoors. We also do lots of community events like parades and concerts in the community, and workshops like we did here at the Conselmer San Diego Music Institute.
Awesome. And yeah, can you tell us a little bit about what took place this week?
So what took place this week is that we had the great opportunity of essentially helping be the lab band for all the conductors that we're working with Dr. Paula Kreider and Dr. Gary Green from the University of Miami. It was an incredible experience being able to see a lot of different types of conductors and being able to kind of hone in our craft and really isolate those nuances that each conductor wanted.
Great. And what do you think the value is to your musicians and to the conductors, and then ultimately the students who those conductors reach?
So I think the value of us being able to participate in this event is that number one, it's very difficult to develop as a conductor if the band doesn't have the ability to give you what you're asking for. So having a band of this caliber, I think, helps the conductors in their efforts to try to make adjustments as the clinicians are giving them information. And then for us, we learn just as much sitting in the seats. It's always a good experience to be able to see different types of conductors approach music that we might be familiar with from a different perspective. So I believe it's a win-win. It's always good for us to get out into the community. We are, the country's Marine Corps, and it's always nice to be able to be a part of something that is, within our local area and other areas, of course.
That's awesome. And then one last thing, if there was any conductors or educators who were considering doing this, but they were maybe a little intimidated or on the fence, would you have any words of wisdom for them?
My words of wisdom for anybody who's considering coming to the workshop would be to take a chance. I think these environments are all about taking some risks. You kind of bring yourself, your whole self into this, and you say, this is me, help me shape me in a better version by the time you leave. These workshops don't ever change you immediately, but they plant the seeds for future development. And the clinicians were super gracious, super nice. There's no tension in the room. Everybody's laughing and having a good time. I think that's exactly the kind of environment that you want to have when you're kind of being vulnerable, coming to learn, and just having a humble spirit about that. And I think that's the big benefit to coming to this workshop and taking a chance.